at you today in Dragonheir Silent Gods. I am excited to fill you in on everything you need to know about Season 2 in Dragonheir, guys. Season 2, we got a new sandbox, we get new heroes, we have new basically everything, right? First of all, this video is sponsored by Dragonheir Silent Gods, so thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. You can download Dragonheir Silent Gods using my link in the description below of this video. Also, it's available not only on Windows, on Mac, on Steam, but also the Epic Play Store, where I personally downloaded it, and compatibility with both mobile platforms, iOS and Android. So guys, Season 2 Fall of Increscent went live December 15th, and this is a big thing in this game, obviously. It's a season-based game. Now, personally, I had never played a season-based game before Dragonheir Silent Gods, and it's growing on me already. The community hype around what is the new season going to be, what are going to be the new heroes, the new bosses, the new environment, the new strategy, the new sandbox, everything is fresh. It's basically like an entire new game. So guys, as you can see here, they even added a new cosmetic feature with mounts. So this is super cool. This is the Blazing Warhorse right now. At the conclusion of Season 1, depending on your season placement, basically if you completed the Vortex boss or not, you would have been given the new mount feature. But if you weren't able to get it from Season 1 or you're just starting out, it's totally cool. We have a new opportunity here in Season 2, as you can kind of see in the background right now. I have to say, this is like already just a really cool start because I'm not used to playing on horses, on mounts in games like this. You guys can kind of see here a little bit of the aesthetics of what it's like to just basically, well, ride on your horse. So as you can see here, guys, these are going to be the ranking rewards for Season 2. Definitely very solid here. Not only that, guys, but there's going to be like a bunch of new rewards, features, and events, just as kind of what we experienced like in Season 1, but really kicked up a notch here in Season 2. Speaking of which, let me take a look here. Obtain the Echo of Clepsydra. We got the Temporal Vortex, the Continental Challenge, and the Other World Exploration as well. So guys, moving right along here, I wanted to talk a little bit about the strategy. Right? So this season, we're looking at different elementals. So legendary heroes of the season, let me pull one up here. There's now Burn, there's Ice, there's Blast, and there's Thunderbolt in terms of the new damage types in Season 2. Everybody is different, like switch up everything that you knew about any heroes from Season 1, or if you're starting right now, well, you get to learn from scratch with all of us. So guys, new elements are great. You can have 3 and 5 element synergies in your heroes, right? They're great, but what do they mean? So in Season 1, we had 2 synergies. We had Fire and Poison, and we had Lightning and Radiant in Season 1. Now, in Season 2, you can see here, it's all different. So we can re-explore all the old heroes, as I was mentioning, and try out these new combinations on them. So the season synergies in Season 2 are going to be Poison and Lightning, Ice and Radiant, and Necrosis and Fire. So guys, let's take a look at the new gear and artifacts coming here in Season 2 as well. Yeah, they redid absolutely everything. So starting with the Emperor helmet here, for a part of the Emperor's Might set, it's attack plus skill haste, so attack speed, and 3-piece attacking an enemy with lower attack based on difference in value of like their attack, right? We have Abyssal Curse as well here. Let's go ahead and take a look at Abyssal Curse. So Abyssal Curse is attack plus enlightenment. It's good for placing derivative damage. That can also be good for the new damage types being added to the game here in Season 2, which is pretty cool. We also have the Inventor's Inspiration here. This is attack and crit rate, and it also gives bonus damage as well, as you can see on the 3-piece effect. We also have the Cyril here, the Cyril's Whisper, basically skill haste and HP when inflicting a debuff. Allies get additional attack. This one sounds really solid for different supports in the game, right? And then, last but not least, let's go ahead and look at Mona Lisa's Blessing. My personal favorite, because we get accuracy. You know how important accuracy are in these games. Accuracy and skill haste. Again, attack speed, basically. Able to heal lowest HP team members. So all kinds of new stuff, and it even goes and extends onto the gear here in the game. So guys, now it's time for the good stuff. As I mentioned, there's a ton of new heroes in the game with Season 2. 30 to be precise. So let's take a look. Let's summon a little bit in the background. What I wanted wanted to do is, obviously, I went through here, took a little sneak peek at these heroes, and picked out some of the most compelling, some of my faves, some that I would love to get my hands on, and I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below. Who are you most excited about here? So, by the way, I am on the dev build right now, so this is not my main account, but that looked like a pretty good burner for DPS for fire right there. Let's go ahead and summon 5 really quickly here, and then we will pull up again and take a closer look at a few that I find pretty cool. So let's see what we get here. Man, I love the summoning hype. I root for legendaries even here on not my account on the test build, right? So not bad here. Got 3 epics, a couple rares as well. Let's go ahead and do 5 more before we go ahead and put the spotlight on a few, excuse me, of the coolest looking ones out there. All right, we got 1 epic. We'll take it. Better than nothing there. Better than nothing. Let's go ahead and take a look-see here, guys. So as I mentioned, we looked at him briefly as Cheetius here. I mean, he looks pretty freaking amazing. The graphics, obviously, in this game, I don't need to tell you guys. You've already seen it on the screen. If you tried the game, you already know what I'm talking about. But they're on point. It's really one of the... It's one of, if not the best game that I've seen in terms of a graphical sense, both in the sandbox kind of open world format, as well as just the look of the heroes in this game. Like, they're really, really great. And they have like such, to me at least, they have like such personality behind them as well. This guy looks pretty cool. He's obviously a burner here, deals a lot of fire damage. Like I said, looks to be a very competent main DPS for fire. This is Aschidius. You know how I am with name pronunciation. Bear with me, guys. So this dude, guys, Perkunte, I think, he is all about the lightning, right? You can see here, when triggered, this effect cannot be dispelled and is capped at 30 stacks, 40% attack lightning damage to the enemy with lowest HP, fewer enemies on the field, the higher the damage, up to 500% of base damage. So yeah, this dude looks like an absolute monster in terms of a main DPS for lightning in Season 2. He looks pretty cool too. All right, so next up is going to be Beldell. She looks pretty cool. Crit damage aura. She looks to be all about buffing and getting more DPS out of our nukers, right? She grants, like I said, the crit damage here. She's got the ice crystal. She got cold damage. Hero gains crit damage up for 5 seconds as well by 30%. So again, like a really nice buffer to get more out of your nukers from what it looks like here. She looks really cool as well. I'll stop saying that. All the new heroes look pretty dang cool. Next up here, we have Karf, the One-Eyed Willy vibes going on right here. Really fits with the Season 2 aesthetic, obviously in the pirate suit himself. He looks to be like a great burner. DPS, as well as really a setup of other burners on your team, right? So it looks pretty cool as well. What do you guys think of this dude? So this next one, guys, Quasitia, looks insanely cool, right? I mean, she's Necrosis. I love the aesthetic of Necrosis personally. She's defense, but my concern here is she looks like she has like attack stats for a defense. So basically defense like her are going to set up in the front lines, pulling enemy heroes in, right? Again, is a potential con. I hadn't read through the entire kit here, but I'm wondering defense hero with attack stats, basically making it harder to build for a tank or damage. But it looks really, or she, excuse me, looks really awesome though. Like probably one of my favorites here. Next up, we got the big fella. It's Zorak, guys. So Zorak is Ice Blast. Looks again to be a setup for other Frost DPS. Really, again, really, I like the big character designs, you know? When an ally casts a spell that consumes ice crystals, he's coming in and again, basically, you know, supercharging everybody, right? Fires an icicle at an enemy. Man, a lot going on here, but looks really, really cool. He has the damage up, 40% damage up buff as well. So definitely looks like a really good support here, for Ice Blast. So next up, we have Malik here. Malik, another defense poisoner here. I think might be good for defense with control immunity. Offers attack penalty, reducing damage taken for your team as well. Pretty cool. Defense aura, 45% in Grand Gladiator arena battles. Looks like a pretty solid legendary here. Next up, we have Rose. There's Rose. So Rose is a support, Radiance team support. Looks like she can provide massive heals for sustainability, right? So attack, radiant damage, enlightenment up, and then we have cast a spell 4 times, each time dealing attack damage, radiant damage. Meanwhile, heals all allies surrounding the random enemy by 4% target's max HP, 600% enlightenment with a 100% chance of dispelling a debuff from them. Looks like a really, really solid support here in Rose. Next up, guys, we have Nissa Thunderbolt, which was lacking AoE season 1, so this could probably help in terms of AoE modes like Goblin Lair, to how you farm EXP in this game, and other heroes or large waves like Faye, for example. You could definitely utilize. I'm thinking that Nissa's going to be one of the most wanted out there this season. Next up here, guys, we have Dalk, who is a defense necrosis. Another iffy, as he's supposed to be a defender, but he relies on attack stats. Could be good for arena battles, though, I would say, against high damage dealers and basically just mitigating damage. So could have some use case. I'm just uncertain because of, again, kind of the iffy misalignment in stats there. But maybe you guys are seeing something that I'm not here. So let me know if you have any ideas on any of these heroes in the comments below as well. So guys, even with those heroes, I've only told you a very, very small amount of what is coming in Season 2. So go ahead and explore the game for yourself. Go ahead and download. Again, the link will be in the show notes below. You can get this game absolutely everywhere. Again, Epic Store, Steam, PC, iOS, Android, you name it. This game is going to be there. It's massive. It's topping all the charts, millions and millions and millions of downloads, and a ton of positive feedback. As a matter of fact, a bunch of the creators that you probably know that have been on my channel before, we had Scratch coming on, for example, they've started new channels covering Dragonheir Silent Gods, and a lot of people are super, super into this game. Beyond the 30 new heroes, we have a new kinsfolk, we have the merfolk in the game, we have new dungeon bosses. You saw a little bit of those in the background as well, and new optimized experiences as well. Faster growth, a much smoother early game experience in Season 2. So really, this is the best time to download, right? Like, get in right now in Season 2, and then you'll be an OG in the game, and things will be a little bit easier compared to Season 1 for you guys as well. There's faring summons, there's Season 1 reward shop, there's a Season 2 exclusive summon pool as well, and much, much more. So guys, brand new season, brand new game, sandbox mode, explore, set sail, check out the new heroes, and really dive into Dragonheir Silent Gods. Thank you, Dragonheir, for sponsoring today's video. Again, you'll find the download link in the show notes below. Thanks, and as always, take care, guys.